Hello, my name is Ashley, and these are my truths. So, as the title states, I lived in Philly, and I learned some things. I never actually lived in Philly before. I lived near it, but for some reason, I always had like this weird interest in Philly. So I was like, okay, the panorama is kind of ending. I have this cool opportunity to live in a city that I've always been interested in. And so that's exactly what I did. While I was there, I definitely learned a few things about myself, and I want to share some of those things with you. The point of this channel is to share my mistakes, my lessons, my grievances, my successes, my everything with you, in hopes that you will also learn something as well. So here we go. 3 things. That's not 3. 3 things that I learned while living in Philly. Also, because I'm in a city, you're going to hear a lot of background noise, so I apologize in advance. Okay, number 1. The first thing that I learned is that I absolutely love how many food options there are in Philly. Second thing that I learned is that I actually don't like the city. Sorry. Not sorry. And the third thing that I learned is that I love solitude. And there goes the barking dog. Once again, sorry. Anyone who has been to Philly can confirm that there is pretty much every single food that you can think of available to you within a 20-minute drive or train ride or whatever. So I have had Ethiopian food, I've had Lebanese, Japanese, Chinese, Jamaican, whatever you want. Philly probably has it, and I love that, and that is definitely something that I'm going to miss once I leave Philly. Number 2, I don't actually like the city. I'm just going to tell you off the jump. My issue with Philly is that the rent is ridiculous, but more importantly, the trash. The trash is just, ugh. I can't do it. Everywhere you go, there's trash. And I really think it's because the people who collect the garbage don't care. They just kind of like yeet the stuff onto the truck. Meanwhile, everything is like flying in the air. When I was actually available to have some free time, I found myself not actually in like center city, being a tourist. I was actually like at the parks, going for walks, basically just avoiding the city, even though I was in the city. And that is one thing that I like about Philly. You actually can avoid the city even though you live in the city. 3, I learned that I absolutely love being alone. Moving to this apartment in Philly was actually the first time that I had my own apartment, and so I got a 1-bedroom. And coming into your place and having nobody there is something that can never ever be replicated and bring as much joy. Like the joy that you experience walking into an empty and silent place is just chef's kiss. Love that. So I definitely love my solitude. And on the more serious side, I think that daily interactions as someone who is in a city, they're kind of draining, and when you come home, you kind of just want to recharge. You don't want to have a conversation about how your day went. Sometimes you just want to go home in silence. So living in Philly has definitely confirmed that I like being by myself, not a roommate person, which is probably another reason why I would never live in New York City, because I think everyone has roommates there. Thank you if you stayed this long. This is the third time I've recorded this, because the first 2 times I was playing it back and I'm like, you look very awkward. And if you lived in Philly or you visited, please let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Have you never been? Just let's talk about it. Thank you again. Take care.